Yeah, you're definitely right. It's getting darker, and
Three or 400 years ago, people would have been rushing to church because they thought the moon was being eaten.
I think only if somebody pointed out to them. The vast majority of people don't look at the moon or sky anyway unless somebody told them about it.
I gotta go below for a few minutes. Alrighty.
Dean Regas is giving us a shout out. Are you getting anything down there, Dean? Oh, Dean says he's seeing it in New Mexico. Good deal. It's really nice and clear here, but it's getting colder. Someone's asking, it says, what time and color in Nevada and how long? Well, the totality is only going to last about 4 to 5 minutes. What color we will get or have, we have no way of knowing until it actually happens. So we will keep our fingers crossed and hope we see what we can. Visually right now, I do not see any color on the dark disk of the moon at all right now. I see a very faint hint of an image, but I'm not seeing anything else with the with here. And someone's saying they're complaining because they don't see the blood moon. Well, we explained that this is a very minimal total eclipse, and you really normally need to have the moon well inside the umbra to get the good red effect. And then even if we do see some reddish color to this one, it'll probably be very subtle and very faint. As far as I know, James was going to be looking from Gainesville. I talked to him a while ago. They were setting up in Gainesville. He wasn't going to be in Miami. Oops. Yeah, Dean just pointed out that the star you can see about 3 or 4 fingers off to the left of the moon is Spica. Then well off to the left of Spica is a really bright light, which is the planet Saturn. And then right up above Spica is the bright star Arcturus. So actually you've got a really nice big triangle of 3 bright lights just to the left of this eclipsing moon. Somebody just written in says, I can't find it. I assume you're referring to Spica. The easy way to do is just hold your hand up and put your hand so that it's just barely blocking out the moon. Hold your hand to the left side of the moon and Spica will be just beyond your hand, because I'm doing that right now and I'm putting my thumb over the moon. and the other four fingers, and spike is just beyond my hand. So hold your hand out at arm's length and hold up and try that, because it's fairly close to it.
Hello. Pretty good. Now I can see it in the pictures. Yeah, Claudio wanted me to bring you this.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Warm water. Oh, right. Put that under my armpit.
I just looked at the cloud cover forecast.
Mm-hmm.
The next 2 to 2 3/4 hours should be really good. And we'll probably have some clouds moving in after that, maybe some fairly heavy clouds.
Yeah.
So we should get some totality just by
Somebody just says, when do we get some color? I think I can actually see a tiny little bit of it right now. In fact, I'm sure I can now. It's gotten even more. You can see a little bit. If you take one eye and close one eye and then hold your hand or even the edge of a piece of cardboard or something up and block out the bright portion of the moon, you can see a little bit of color there. Oh, definitely. Definitely.
try that too.
Pardon?
I'm gonna try that too.
Yeah. It's not a strong bit of color, but it's a little bit. You can see it. Again, the red color only happens if we get the moon deep within the dark central portion of the umbra. That's not going to happen tonight. The moon will barely get inside the boundaries of the umbra, so I would not expect any deep red color. You might see some orangish yellow, you might see a little orange, but you're not going to, I don't think you're going to see any real red, but I can definitely see some tinge of color on it now. Again, particularly if you use a little trick of taking a like a straight edge of some sort and blocking out the bright light of the moon, because realize there's a drastic difference in the light intensity of the bright side and the dark side of the eclipse there, so that it makes a big difference. Somebody just raised a very good point, and that is that it takes a significant length of time for your eyes to dark adapt again after staring at the moon, so that if you're looking into bright white light of the moon, that's why we were talking about taking a sharp-edged card, like the edge of a piece of cardboard or something, and hold it over the bright edge of the moon. And it'll definitely affect how much you can see. And somebody says they keep going outside to view it. That's what you really should do. Seeing it here on a laptop or on a view screen is not an acceptable substitute for seeing it with your own unaided eyes. The only reason we're really doing this is for there's half of the world can't see it at all because it's daytime, and big significant chunks of people can't see it too because it's cloudy. But I would like to encourage everyone in here, if it's clear outside and you can see the moon, go outside and look at it with your real eyes. Look at the real thing with your real eyes. It's far better than any kind of electronic substitute.
Really see some red tinge to it now.
Yeah.
The red tinge is getting really strong now because the white section of the moon is getting smaller. smaller and smaller, so the red section is really getting easier and easier to see. Someone just says, do you see the face on the top right corner? That's one of the stronger faces of the moon. Remember, there's quite a few different patterns. There's a rabbit on the moon. There's actually 3 different rabbits that people see in different places. There's a very strong image of a lady in the middle of the moon. Remember, the human eye and human brain is designed to recognize patterns. We're very good at it. And in fact, we're so good at it that we see patterns where they don't exist. I came across a neat word not too long ago. It's called pareidolia, which is the ability of people to make little bunny rabbits out of the clouds, or make dogs out of the clouds, or whatever you want.
There's a term for everything.
Pardon?
There's a term for everything.
Yeah, so pareidolia is that talent of actually creating patterns where they don't exist. Or perhaps just recognizing them if they're subtle, and perhaps they do exist. But the short answer to the question is yes, it does make a really nice face. Well, we're less than an hour now from maximum eclipse. So it'll be interesting to see what, if anything, we do see. Well, we are seeing a nice soft rosy pink to the moon, not a blood red, but a rosy pink, would be my best description. How about you, Tim?
I'm going to think it's going to be more orangish.
Orangish? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, if you can block that white portion of the moon off so that it's not dazzling in your eyes, you'll see the color a lot easier, but it's very, very pronounced right now for me. Oh, that's pretty.
Welcome to Santa Fe College, adding value to the lives of our students and enriching our community. Santa Fe, smart choice. If you know the person or department you are trying to reach, please press 1. To speak with a college representative, please press 2. To hear more options, please press 3.
Well, James, we're trying to call you back, but we got intercepted by the voicemail.
Welcome to Santa Fe College, adding value to the lives of our students and enriching our community.
James?
Hey there.
Hey there. We tried to call you back and got into your voicemail.
Yeah, you got my voice message. Well, obviously we can't see the moon over here because now it's daylight, and the moon set behind the trees about 30 minutes ago.
Ah.
But
We're seeing a really nice rosy, Tim is seeing an orangish color. I'm seeing a rosy pink. It's almost like a glowing iron.
wow.
It's, but it helps if you block out the white, but it's really very, very pretty.
Cool. Well, we actually, we spend a lot of time looking through the telescope at Saturn, and a couple of people here, we had probably about 30 people out here from the astronomy classes we have here at Santa Fe College, as well as a few members of the general public. And some of them had never seen Saturn through a telescope before.
Wow, that's a neat thing.
And I did it first. I actually took a picture of Saturn with my cell phone camera through the telescope. That was not easy.
So
I'm going to post it on my Stargazers fan page.
Okay.
Later on today.
So did any of them accuse you of just sticking a transparency in the telescope?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
I said, did anyone accuse you of putting a transparency of Saturn in your telescope?
Yes, 2 people did. Is there a picture of Saturn in the telescope? I said, well, no, that's actually Saturn.
That can't be. It looks too good to be real.
Yeah, it still amazes me when I see Saturn in the telescope like that. I was like, wow, that's actually a planet with rings.
That's actually a planet with ears, right?
So, alrighty, well, I think I'm gonna go home and go to bed.
Okay, well, we're still going to hang on here for the rest of it and hope we'll get to see something really happen during totality, but I suspect that that perimeter edge is going to stay so bright that we're not going to see much.
Yeah.
But we'll take a shot at it.
Right through the top of the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So there's almost, this one barely made total status.
Right. Well, yeah, it was like 0.001 and plus, over 1 as far as magnitude, so it just barely squeaked in.
Yeah.
But again, that's all that counts.
Okay, well, I will talk to you soon.
Okay, have a great time, John. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
That was James Alberry, one of our hosts for Stargazers. He was carrying on an observation program at the college where he works in northern Florida. And he said they had a very good results, but unfortunately it has already set for them. Again, they're 3 hours east of us.
It's probably a chilly 70 there.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, it's really getting pretty again. See, it's really quite a glow to it now. So for those of you who get out and take a look, it's really well worth seeing. Let's see if we can do anything on here. Exposure to see that. I suspect the range is asking way too much of the camera to do that.
Increase the gain.
So let me just see if it does anything.
You just be glad you're not doing this with the TK-42.
Cranked it up all the way and it didn't do anything. 4 dB and it didn't. I think that's beyond the capacities of the camera to see that.
What, to pick up the glow?
Yeah, along in the white and the glow together.
No, the range of a television camera is not anywhere near the range of a human eye.
No. Nope, your eye's far better. Let's see what. Yeah, they're not seeing it better either. This is the NASA feed on Ustream.
It's a good comparison.
Yeah. Live from Queensland, huh? Oh, well.
Yep, your camera just started
Yeah,
focus
it's
hunting.
Because it's.
Can you put your camera in manual focus?
There we go.
It doesn't like it when that image gets near the edge.
Huh?
Doesn't like it when that image gets near the edge.
It starts wandering around. Ah, I was wrong. Look at this.
What? Oh, there we go.
What this thing's doing now. Just took it off that fixed exposure control, and I would have thought that the pinkish orange would have come out. But this is looking better.
That's pretty amazing.
I didn't think it would do it. Does it look good on there?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I am surprised. I did not think we'd get this good of an exposure during totality, but it's looking really pretty.
What is second overall contact time?
Oh, about 5 after 7, I believe. Let me look at that again. Earth catalog of transits, solar eclipses. Is that this one? No. Chrome must have been in there.
$11:57:54,
and that was going in and coming out 12:02. So they're giving it 5 minutes and just under 5 minutes. U2 greatest and U3 is separated by a few minutes, and U4 is going to be another hour and 42 minutes before it gets all the way out, but I don't know that it'll still be here, but we'll see.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is amazingly dark this early for how short this is. So I think we're going to be in for a treat on this.
Yep, this is really surprising me. I did not think it would do this at all. That is so pretty. God.
Make it into the umbra, and the bottom part of the moon, even that's not going to quite reach the center of the moon. So I was expecting a much darker bottom and a much lighter top. Let's see if that develops or not. Make it into the umbra, and the bottom part of the moon,
there's a lot of different things that we talked about through the broadcast.
So I was expecting a much darker bottom and a much lighter top. Let's see if that develops or not. Make it into the umbra, and the bottom part of the moon.
Sounds like a radio contest pileup.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I was getting crosstalk from another. Oh, thank you, Tina. It's largely a question of just being far enough west to see it. I'm sure you could have done the same thing if you'd gotten out there as well. I'm very pleased at how good this is looking, and again, we're amazed that it's looking this dark, this long, and because we still haven't gotten to really official totality yet. Oops. What kind of color are you getting, Tim? Yeah.
Now we're officially in totality.
Yep.
And that is amazing.
From that edge.
the end of that. It's starting to come out of totality. The same edge went out, which is unusual. notice it almost feels warmer?
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's because the winds have gone calm.
Yeah, the white piece is getting much thicker again now.
Interesting, the moon's starting to re-illuminate almost from like from the top down.
Yep.
It could be that with the gain up, the detail that the focus control circuit is looking for is being saturated, and so it can't determine focus.
Well, it's out of manual, so I would think that that gain control is out of operation now. Because the only way I got the gain control is to go into manual. I'm back out of manual into auto. They're just giving us a fairly decent image now. Again, it's exposing for the dark part and completely blowing out the white section.
I think that's what's, because that's not the way you had it exposed before.
Right.
So there's something you've got set different.
Yeah. Well, folks, the eclipse seems to be winding backwards now. The
moon is being uneaten.
Moon is sneaking back out of the dark shadow and heading back out to the penumbra. Like we had mentioned before, that the edge of the white edge that you see is actually in the penumbra, and then it's going to come on back out. So, and actually this eclipse looked a lot better than I was expecting it to.
This is one of the best eclipses I've ever seen.
Okay, Deidre and Mudrunner, thank you for sharing the evening with us, and we will perhaps see you again in September whenever we do this again. I'm actually going to let it drift up towards the top here and let it crop off that white edge. See what's going to...
Is it manual or autofocus right now?
It's an auto.
It'll be interesting to see if the focus starts hunting.
I gotta move